So David's telling Kenny about some of the Bigfoot experiences that he's had out here. And I just got done telling the guys when I don't know if I told this on camera, but when I was unpacking all my stuff across the gate, I swear I heard a wood knock behind David's new cabin. What do you think it was?
Well, it had to be them Sasquatch. I finally made a deal with them, and it's been quiet ever since, pretty much. There ain't been nothing, none of my animals really, that I could tell.
Oh my
Almost
God.
like something was about to be pushed over.
Yeah.
That was a crazy wood knock. And like they were trying to crush that tree. Oh my God, I'm shaking a little bit. Yeah, he's looking.
Yeah, cabin's starting to sound pretty damn good.
Well, it's there for the
Oh,
staying. I just seen the tree.
holy.
See the tree?
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sasquatch Theory. On today's video, we are back at the Killing Fields, and it is towards the end of April. Turkey season just started. I'm not exactly sure where David is. The gate was locked and I had to carry all my stuff across the gate, and Adam just showed up and he drove around and he's going to check on David to make sure he's okay. And yeah, that's the only way to get in. I just carried everything over the gate, which was a job, but it's all right. When I was setting everything up, I was walking back to my truck and I heard a loud knock. I'm not sure if like something fell over, but it was pretty loud. I even looked at Yowie and he was looking back at the area. So I'm kind of 50-50. Was it Sasquatch or did something fall over? Either one is possible, honestly, but what got me is it was in the same direction as the wood knock that I heard before. On another trip, I just showed up to the place. Adam got here around the same time and we were shaking hands, saying hi to each other, and there was a loud knock. It sounded more like someone or something threw a big rock at a tree. Bam. But yeah, this spot is interesting. It's not as active as the Killing Fields, but when you go to bed, things seem to happen around here. I have heard vocalizations in this spot, and I keep hearing the same individual. From what I heard from the park rangers or the conservation agents, I didn't hear it personally, but David did. He said that there's multiple pods in the area and they know that they exist. They feed or gift these things, and they have trail cam photos of them. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they told David. And I think Adam heard from one of his friends that hunts in the park that there's multiple pods, so I apologize if I confused the details. But yeah, we're back in action. I know a lot of you guys enjoy the Killing Fields videos, and yeah, it was just a spare of the moment thing. I just kind of started throwing things in my truck and got here midday. It took forever to set up, but yeah, my plan is to immediately set up the audio recorder in the Killing Fields, and I got my thermal device, my parabolic dish. Those are my plans, but the wind kind of picked up, so we'll see where things go. I will keep you guys updated as things unfold, because as you guys know, things happen when we investigate here, and slowly but surely things take off. Sorry, there's a tick on me. There's a ton of ticks out here, and I'm trying to be mindful of that. I don't want to get alpha-gal or Lyme disease, whatever the heck it is. I enjoy eating red meat, so we're gonna have to look out for that. I got plenty of bug repellent, and yeah, one of the subscribers sent me some bug repellent from my Amazon wish list. I appreciate that. Somebody got me a cot, somebody got me a red light, some books, batteries, all kinds of things. Thank you guys for the donations. Another person got me walkie-talkies, which is really cool. I've been wanting those, and yeah, I brought most of the stuff here. So we're going to be using the things that you guys sent me in this video. All right, first things first, we're going to set up the Olympus 720 DM audio recorder and the Zoom recorder as well. But I just got to make sure I set up the time and date, the timer on there, when it's going to turn on and when it's going to turn off. But yeah, I always have to make sure the batteries are good, because you never want to get home and realize that you did not get a single bit of audio. All right, cool. Looks like it's all set up. All right, off we go towards the Killing Fields. I'm gonna hang the Olympus audio recorder up in the tree like I usually do by the conservation area, back in the pine thicket. And I'm going to put the Zoom audio recorder in the center ridge that divides the two fields. And I just keep wondering about what's going to happen tonight. And I can only imagine that's what war is like. I've never been to war, but not knowing what's going to happen is kind of scary, and it puts you on edge, because it's similar here. Like, you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what direction they're going to come from. You don't know if you're going to see orbs, or if you're going to hear something that's not necessarily a Bigfoot. For example, we've seen orbs moving up the ridge, definitely not fireflies. And one time something was stomping around camp, and it was big. It was huffing, and you could hear things moving around, and I don't know what it was, but it was scary because that's happened twice. And whatever it is, it waits until I'm asleep, like when I'm in my tent and I'm extremely vulnerable. So that tells me they've been watching me. They're always watching, and they wait until you're not ready. But I'm gonna try to be ready. I believe we can trick these things, and that's my plan. My goodness, the ticks are horrible. They are absolutely horrible. I'm kind of not turkey hunting this year so I can get out here and do research. I mean, honestly, I'm just putting my focus into Sasquatch research this year and whitetail hunting. I can't juggle everything, guys. It's too much, and I don't have that burning passion to chase down a bird in the woods. I don't love it like I love whitetails and cryptid creatures. I'm not gonna say I love cryptid creatures, but I like looking for them. I think Adam's coming up the ridge right now. I was wondering where he was at. I'm being followed by crows, guys. That's wild. Bunch of deer just ran right through there. I pulled out my camera, opened up the viewfinder, hit record, and I missed it. That's exactly what would happen if a Bigfoot crossed the road right in front of me. And that's with the camera, guys, so you got to think about that. A lot of skeptics say, and you didn't pull out your camera. I had my camera in my hand, ready to go, and by the time it loaded up, I hit record. These things ran across the road. They were all bedded right there. But yeah, for the skeptics that wonder why you didn't use your camera, there's your answer right there. And I tried to go as quick as I could. Still missed it. Well, I think David's coming. That's alright, I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, guys, I'm in the business of cryptids, and I gotta keep moving. Right here is where I was when I saw those eyes. A lot of people ask. So the ridge goes down and then it comes up. So it could have been a deer, but I don't know. Oh, there's David. He just went right through there. Everywhere I walk around here is uphill. It's uphill everywhere, guys. I thought about going back and getting a ride from David, but then I thought to myself, what if I see something? I need the exercise, and it gives me more time to film. The side-by-side's kind of noisy, and I don't need to depend on other people and use their resources for something that I can do. It's hard to talk with the Invisalign. It's hard to say my F's, like future, figure it out, future forecast. All right, I think right here is the cattle graveyard. We're getting close to where I want to hang the audio pod up in the tree. Definitely keeping an eye out for any tracks. It did rain not too long ago. I can tell there's a ton of turkey sign here. This place is loaded with wildlife. Alright. If you enjoy this channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you think you're subscribed, you need to check again, because a lot of people get unsubscribed. And yeah, just like the videos, comment, and be sure to share it with your friends and Bigfoot forums, Bigfoot pages on Facebook, whatever it may be. If you find something interesting, definitely share it with like-minded people. Okay, so right around here is where I want to hang the audio recorder, because there's a ginormous pine thicket back there, and that's where they're coming from. They're following the waterways from the state park. The state park's just right there. This is like the end of the line on his property. I might just hang it up on that deer stand again and pray that something happens. Let's hang it right there. Alright. If you guys can vocalize, and I would really appreciate that. Also, if you guys could walk in front of a camera, that would be super cool too. So it was like 2 days ago, I was back at my old property. My little nieces were there. I told them, I was like, you guys know that Bigfoot exists, right? That they're out here. They're probably watching you guys from the wood line while you're jumping on the trampoline. One of the girls goes, I believe in Bigfoot. And they think it's super cool that I got a YouTube channel, and they started their own channels. And I did some rock clacks, and I told them where the Sasquatch had been seen at before. We were doing rock clacks, and one of my little nieces started rock clacking, and I did a whoop, and they started doing whoops. I kid you not, in the wood line you could hear something moving, and you can see the brush. You could see the brush moving. I don't know what it was. It could have been a cat, but it sure seemed like something was there watching us, and it reacted when we did the rock clacks and the vocalizations. But they like little kids. I know there's juveniles in the area, so when I saw my little nieces playing, I was like, I bet that will get their attention, because they're jumping on the trampoline, singing, yelling, and we are their entertainment. But they're not scared of them. I didn't tell them about Bigfoot to scare them. I told them because I've seen them, I know they're around, and honestly I want them to be aware. But I'm sure their parents don't believe. That's okay. But I have a feeling that they could potentially see one someday being out there, and I just kind of want to put it in their mind. Whether they believe, it's up to them, but they know I believe. Alright, so this is where we were camping at in my previous videos. The field's right there. You can't see it with all the vegetation, but the conservation area is right here across this fence, and there's big trees in there. Sasquatch love big trees, and area that has not been logged out. They like natural forest and old growth timber, but it makes sense why they were in there. And they're following the creek, the waterways. I don't know if you guys can see that. David said it's like a river in here when it rains. This is just like my property. Like, the creeks are normally dry until it rains, and then they're flowing like rivers. Like a river, sorry. But yeah, here's the killing field. We decided not to camp in here because of all the ticks, but I think I'm gonna regret it. But at the same time, we'll have an audio recorder up there, so we should be okay. It doesn't look too bad, honestly. I thought it was gonna be like really thick, but I think he brush hogged it. Wow, what the heck? That's kind of weird. All these rocks are moved around. So there's the fire pit. We had a perfect fire ring, and the rocks are like moved. I wonder if David did that. I don't know why he would. What? That's weird. Yeah, it looks like they were moved recently. Like, there's definitely green grass. I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask David. I'm not gonna jump to Bigfoot right away, but I do wonder. All right, the watering hole has water. It's usually pretty dry. I'll look for any strange tracks. This trip is definitely gonna be a tough one with all the ticks and the pollen. All my clothes is like green right now. Everything has green powder all over it. I'm pretty sure my shoes are gonna go from a gray black color to a green color by the end of this trip. Oh man, totally get the feeling that I'm being watched in here. It's crazy how many animals I'm spooking as I'm walking through here. I've heard critters take off running left and right. You can tell not very many people have been out here. It's super hot outside, guys. I'm sweating, but I was able to fit all the gear in this green bag. All right, the Zoom H6 is set up with the omnidirectional Rode mics. So I got the XY on the audio recorder, and I got the 2 Rode mics, so that's 4 microphones all together, and I'm pretty much getting a 360-degree setup here. And yeah, this is one of the new batteries that one of the subscribers sent me, and it has a solar panels, and it's a lot bigger, so we should be able to record a lot more audio with this setup. I'll try to hide the wires a little better, but yeah, it's right here in the open. They know it's here, so hopefully they vocalize. We'll be here for about 2 or 3 days. I wish I could stay longer, but we'll see if anything happens. Hopefully the wind dies down a little bit. Yeah, this is the ridge. Can't tell that I'm on a mountain right now, but the killing fields are way down there and way down there in that valley. All right, I'm really hoping we get some good audio. The last couple times I've been here, we've gotten some good things, and yeah, as long as the wind dies down, we should get something. So we're gonna start our descent down this mountain, get back to camp, see what the guys are doing. Hopefully Yowie isn't causing them a lot of trouble. Oh my God, I'm not sure if I hit record, so I'm going back up the mountain, guys. But yeah, one of many things can go wrong with audio recorders, and you can simply forget to hit record after going through all the settings and setting everything up. I'm pretty sure I didn't, so I'm kind of curious to see where it's at right now. Did I hit record or did I not? Oh my God, I totally did not hit record. So boom, we are recording. I'm glad I thought about that. Man, you can put a ton of work into all this and forget to hit record. You get home and you're like, what happened? It's happened before, guys. Many times, actually. Technology fails, or we forget to do something, and the whole damn thing comes crashing down. What a waste of time. That would have been miles and miles and miles traveled, a lot of money spent, a lot of time out here in the woods. That entire walk all the way across this valley, miles across the woods and the Killing Fields, would have been for nothing. And what if something crazy would have happened? Like they would have vocalized and pushed over trees, wood knocked, and did the whole Sierra Sounds thing, and I would have been like sitting up there like, yeah, my recorder's up there, how cool. We're finally going to get some undisputable evidence, and it wouldn't have been turned on. I'm glad I thought about that. I'm glad the gears are always turning. I'm always thinking. The only reason I forgot to hit record was because I was going through the compressor settings, all the meter settings, panning the microphones left and right, and checking the noise gates, all the different tracks, making sure everything's connected. And I forgot to hit record. Wow. The most important part. It's like I made a pizza, but I forgot to put it in the oven. An old turkey feather?
So I've been a Bigfoot researcher for around 26 years now. Yeah, a long time. So, well, before I was researching Bigfoot, I always thought like, Bigfoot would be, like everyone else thought Bigfoot was in Pacific Northwest, right? But when I start looking at the reports and I start reading how it's like all over, especially Missouri where I was living, I was like, crap, that just kind of blew up. And like I start reading all the Missouri reports, which is like just all around us, right? So that's what kickstart like a whole crazy storm of research from then on. Just Missouri reports mainly, like that's how I got into it. Then I started looking into like Bigfoot forums, and I was doing sketches for people, like witness sketches and stuff like that in early 2000s. Yeah, just mainly stuff like that. So
What was your first Bigfoot experience?
Let's see. It was when I was driving back from LA. That was, I think, around 2004. We were driving back from LA to Missouri, and this is the sketchy part. I don't remember. It's like it could be Utah, it could be Colorado, somewhere. We stopped for the night in a motel really late at night. So we were emptying our car, moving our baggages to the motel. But little did I know, it was a forest here, right? And there was a creek because I heard footsteps walking in the water. It was stomping through the water like a human was stomping through the creek. Then I heard really loud like grunting voices, but they didn't sound like a bear, they didn't sound like anything else. It sounded like a really deep human voice, like whoa, whoa, or something like that, like kind of like annoyed, like it was annoyed, but it was stomping through the water. But we just kind of packed on, went to the motel, but I didn't think much of it until I realized like it's kind of strange that the voice was like a human voice, really deep human voice. So that was one. And then when I was living in Columbia, Missouri, which I read, there was a report on the little creek behind all the houses, which I was living there. And I was looking through the trail. I went off trail and I walked over a giant log, right, that was fallen. And it was like a whole flat area. It was like about 10 foot by 4. It's almost like a giant laid down, flattened all the grass right behind it. Just beyond the other side grass. But if you were walking the trail, you wouldn't see it. So I thought this was strange too. And the latest encounter, wasn't sure it's Bigfoot, but it's very strange. I was kayaking last year in Kansas City, and there was 2 creeks. It's almost like a mini land between the lakes. There was 2 creeks, and there was a piece of land between the 2 creeks. And I was coming out, and all of a sudden something made me turn around, just like by instinct, right? I turned around, and when I turned around, 2 huge bushes, one to the left, one to the right. Something huge crashed the first bush and crashed into the second bush, but I didn't see anything at all. And then total silence. The whole bush like moved. For a second I thought it was wind, like a strong gust of wind, but it wasn't, because my friend was kayaking behind me. She saw a dark shadow moving real fast from left to right, hitting the 2. I didn't see it, but she saw something dark, a dark shadow, but she couldn't say what it was even. It was that fast. And then total silence. That's when I wrote you. I said, hey, and you said that could be Squatch, remember? I said, yeah. That was the last one. So
That's pretty wild.
yeah.
Yeah, all of them sound like Sasquatch experiences. That's pretty cool that you got into the subject. And after you had your experiences, you began sketching.
It was even before that.
Before that?
Yeah. So sometimes I didn't even know, like the one at the motel. I was already sketching stuff, but I didn't even know that could be tied to Bigfoot until I thought back about it. You know, like
And hearing witness reports and being
yeah,
like,
and
wow,
you
that's what I
retrospect,
experienced.
you just think back and like, oh my God, that sounds like one of those encounters. You know, walking through the water, it's like stomp, 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 splashing to the water. Yeah.
And where can people find your channel?
Right now just YouTube.
Okay.
Momo Ken.
Momo Ken.
Yeah.
All right. And if you would, show us some of your drawings.
Oh yeah, sure. This one here was a Bigfoot drawing I drew right before the Crossing Realms conference in Richmond, Missouri. Drawn on Uniball gelling pen. And then when I got there, as I was listening to the guys having talks and stuff, I was at the seat here, inspired, and I started drawing a Bigfoot with a kind of smile on it, on pencil, right there.
You nailed
Jet
the
black.
eyes.
Jet black eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what they look like right there.
jet black eyes.
Mhm.
Pointy head. And then this one here is interesting. This is Adam's encounter. So that's kind of like the lamp outside of his dad's RV.
Mhm.
And that's when he saw the Bigfoot kind of looking at them swaying side by side. So it was a silhouette, but it was a rounded head. Can't really tell what it looks like, but the shape was there.
Yeah, he saw the shape at night. I think a lot of people have encounters like that where they see
Yeah.
the figure, but they can't make out the features. But they know it's not a human.
No
it's
neck,
no
wide
animal.
shoulder, yeah, super tall, and yeah. Drawing in progress. This one I kind of experimented with drawing the bones first,
Mhm.
structure first, and teeth. Now I'll erase and I'll cover up with muscles and stuff. Yeah. This one I drew at the Tennessee cryptid camp out. Just almost inspired by one of their encounters that they were telling us. Super big eyes, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here, I was talking to Monica at the conference in Richmond. Oh, this is her dogman encounter she witnessed while driving somewhere. It was in the city
Mhm.
where it did the superhero landing.
That's Monica.
Yeah, Monica.
She was on Monster Quest.
Mhm.
Very cool.
And this was Texas dogman he saw when it was a kid. Jumped across the barbed wire fence, landed in the middle of the road, gravel road, and then jumped off to the other side of the fence. This one I think this was a drawing I did live on one of the Blondes and Booze live cast, the benefit for Adams.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Drew this in the train. This is a tree I actually drew at Adams' place, and I added a Bigfoot to it.
I want to see that out here at the Killing Fields.
Yeah, just holding on to that big giant pine.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see what else I have. This one I drew in a train too. It's like trying to figure out like the same Bigfoot but pointy head versus the more rounded head.
Mhm.
This one here I was experimenting with arm length
That's
from
creepy.
witnesses' accounts.
Mhm.
This was Natalie's encounter at LPL, walking behind a car.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she said the butt part was above the top of her tailgate.
Wow.
That was how big it was, how tall it was.
Yeah.
8-9 foot tall probably, I don't know. Yeah. Crawlers that they witnessed out at LBL.
Mhm.
And then moved on, and we were at Tennessee Cryptid Camp out, and we did your drawing of the baby Bigfoot. Looks just like your drawing.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in on it a little bit.
The
Okay.
fangs on each side. The
Mhm.
surprised look with the big eyes. Dilated pupils. Super pointed head. Elongated head. And punky hairstyle, right? You said?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. And then we drew the big guy with the white. Didn't draw too much details. We'll have to go back and draw some more. Turning, looking at you as he was walking away with the white zigzags.
Mhm.
It was silvery. rather than
Silver.
white color.
Like
Silver.
a grayish silver color. Sorry.
Okay, that was
Mhm.
very interesting.
Yeah. All the Bigfoots that you've drawn, they all look different, but yet very similar.
Yeah.
Even the juvenile with the conical shaped head.
Yeah.
If you look at them all, they kind of all resemble each other,
Mhm.
even though they're vastly different.
Yeah, like a smaller version.
Mhm.
Remember how we talked about like dogs with really big legs, they'll grow into it?
Mm-hmm.
This guy might have a big head or something he'll grow into, and then maybe the conical shape he'll grow into the, you know what I mean, his shoulders will cover it up. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really cool.
This is one of the most interesting encounters ever. Most unique with the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It tells us something about the eyes. How well they can see at night, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like looking into the eyes of an innocent child. It was.
Very interesting. Interesting that that nose was covered with fur too, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very
Oh,
interesting too. Yeah. Fade around or whatever.
It's peaceful drawing out here, isn't it? The
Mhm.
birds
Yeah.
kind of put you in the zone.
Perfect. Yep, in the zone. I'm gonna draw some more tonight. Hopefully, it'll channel some kind of energy.
You just draw away, and by this point, I'll speed up the time.
Okay.
So don't worry about going fast. Just
Yeah.
worry about detail. Yeah, that's what he looked like. The body's a little bit
A little bit too muscular.
Yeah, but
big
still,
big
that's
full on
cool.
steroids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, summer report, it looked like that.
Yeah. So yeah.
What did you put on there?
Oh, it's erasing to add a little shine to the eyes. Erasing the
Okay, yeah. Adding some gloss to it.
jet black eyes. Yeah, like you said the other day, we were talking about the baby, right?
Mhm.
And you mentioned use charcoal because you had said how black it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Really dark color.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, because if you look out in the woods, there is black spots out there.
That's why we
Black
always
oak.
zoom. We
Mhm.
always have to zoom in when we see a little dark spot. You gotta make sure it's not a Bigfoot standing there, right?
It could be. I think even if you zoomed in, if it didn't move, you'd be like, yeah, that's a tree.
Just a tree, yeah.
Until it moved.
Uh-huh. Freaky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So both were, the ones you saw were black, none of them were brown, right?
There was a juvenile that I saw that was brown. Later on,
Brownish
I thought.
color?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked just like the juvenile that you drew,
Mhm.
except like a pine brown color,
Okay.
like pine tree brown. Or...
I'm gonna have to go back and draw another one of this one, just the face close up.
Mm-hmm.
But your drawing's really good. I like your drawing.
Yeah, it was really similar to what you drew.
Uh-huh.
Did that kind of blow your mind? Like, wow,
Yeah.
he really did see something.
But mine's a little too narrow for, remember you say it was chubby and I saw
Yeah,
how
he was a
chubby it
little
was on
chubby.
yours.
Mhm.
Because
Like a
you
chubby
drew it.
toddler.
Yeah.
I couldn't describe that to you well with words. When
Yeah. So I was
drew it
like,
out.
that's how chubby he was because his face was wider and puffier.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yet at the same time with this crazy.
I think I
conical-
drew him a little too chubby and you drew him a little too skinny. So somewhere in
Somewhere in
between.
between, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go back and correct our drawing. Redo another one here.
It's
Yeah.
crazy though. When you drew that, I kind of felt like I was reliving the encounter. Like,
Yeah?
man, I'm staring at the creature. There he is. Mhm. I always try describing that to people. It's almost like a person, like a KKK member, how they wear that white gown
Yeah.
with the big cone.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that, but
Wow.
jet black fur.
Yeah.
Or Nefertiti, when you look at a side profile, of it,
Mm-hmm.
like how elongated the skull is. Or
Yeah,
the
because you
skulls
did
from
say when
Peru.
it turned sideways, you could see, right? Because he was
Oh,
looking.
Yeah, it was like,
Wow, that's
Mhm.
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the initial encounter was the side profile. And like when you go through the city and your eyes scan the big skyscrapers,
Mm-hmm.
it was like that when I was looking at its head, like my eyes were scanning its skull. Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
yeah, like that. Or I guess for you, you see it
Wow.
like that. Really, really elongated skull.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
so crazy.
I know. So I really do believe they are the Nephilim. When I saw that skull, I'm like, wow, that's them. That's those skulls that they found in Peru.
What
That's
if
these
that's
things are.
what if that's what it is?
That's what it is. They've never left. It says in the Bible they'll be back too in the end times.
Jeez.
I don't know how they survived the flood, but somehow they did.
Very interesting
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah, because there's a guy out in Peru. The main guy that investigates them were it's L.A. Marzulli.
Mm.
He was on Dave Paulides' documentary
Really?
talking about the DNA, where Dave's DNA project was they had the same results.
Mm-hmm.
The other half they don't know what it was, but the other half was somewhat human.
Yeah.
He took DNA from the skulls in Peru, so
I think they are the Nephilim.
very interesting. I never thought about that, how
Mhm.
they could be the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same.
Yeah,
I wonder if like Nefertiti was a Nephilim.
yeah. In the carvings,
Mm-hmm.
the head is just like
Super elongated.
it's like a half of a banana. How
Mhm.
it curves and it's that long, like the shape, the back of the
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah, definitely not normal, and people worshipped her. And I think it's funny, like how science will twist it and be like, "No, they did head binding," because there are tribes that do that, but it's not the same.
It's not
just
the
like
same.
a slightly
Mm-hmm.
elongated skull.
Because you
kinda
can
like
only push
like
so
grape
much.
shape.
Yeah. How can you have so much calcium and bone development to the
Mhm.
point it keeps going? You know, I mean, your skull's only this size.
Mhm.
If it's going to be binded, it's going to be just like that. It's not going to keep growing, right? Like the
Yeah.
extra growth.
That's what blows my mind is when I started telling my encounters, I figured somebody would see something just like this. And no one
I've never
has.
heard one.
Now,
This one.
Steve from How to Hunt, he drew. Somebody drew one in that they saw.
Mhm.
Sorry, and he put it up on their channel, and it's round. It looks just like that, but a round head.
Round.
Just like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. It's on his community page
Okay.
on YouTube. Like
YouTube.
how you can post photos.
Yeah, I gotta go
but
find
he's
that.
got so many posts. I tried finding it. It was really hard.
And this guy has fangs too. So like,
Mm-hmm.
do they lose their fangs when they grow up or something? I don't know, 'cause, you know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Was his shoulder? It was just like that. It wasn't any wider.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they'll
so
grow
they
into
go.
it and get bigger shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be a full size male one day, like 12 foot tall, ginormous, de-rooting full size trees out of the ground. someday.
It could
But he's
be-
little. He's like the size of a beer keg.
Yeah. It could be
Mini-
that they
mini
have
fridge.
crowns and that they're born. Maybe they would be like predestined to be an alpha. You know how certain
Mhm.
animals with certain traits, they become the alpha of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, they get the biggest horn or they get the biggest body show. Some animals, they're very almost like discriminatory because they like, oh, you're the most colorful, so you're the alpha,
Right.
right? So what if he's the alpha with a conical head? Like,
yeah. Yeah,
so.
I think he might be someday. I feel like I'm gonna run into him again, but he's gonna be like much taller, like 8 foot tall, taller, linkier. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna know. I'm gonna know exactly who he is when I see him. I called him Kimbo when I saw him.
Really?
Because he's kind of got like the mohawk.
Yeah.
Kimbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kimbo, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's so freaky to see how his eyes became, the iris became so small looking at you like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those big eyes like light bulbs. It tells me that they got like a different type of vision, whether it's like night vision and infrared,
Mm-hmm.
thermal. I think we'll experience more activity tonight. When we first started the interview, I was hearing sounds back there. Were you?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. And last night, I remember that thing flying through the trees and landed.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like a little rock got thrown. Yeah. Because the oak trees just started blooming their leaves. There's no oaks.
Mm-hmm. Pecker? Woodpecker?
Yeah. Might be.
Or a rock clack?
It could have been rock clacks or nucks. It sounds like rocks, doesn't it? It sounds like rocks, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if it is a woodpecker. All right, we got possible knocks. As we were talking about activity, I wonder if we're in experience activity. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Every time you talk about something happens.
Adam's asleep. He's passed out. Yeah, you can't see his little legs up there, but he's worn out. You guys have been going for a long time.
Yeah, since last week, the whole week of Tennessee.
2 weeks of Bigfoot researching.
Since we already did your drawing, we talked about it, but like, I want to talk about how. Let's ask you some questions about your encounter with the baby. Like, what was the moment that led up to it? Like, what were you doing before that? Right before it.
Right before it.
Right before you actually caught a glimpse of him looking around, like, you know.
Well, that day I was having a lot of back pain and I could barely walk. I had a few herniated discs in my back, and sitting down in a chair was excruciating pain. Driving a vehicle or even tying my shoes, and the only thing that seemed to help was walking around, like doing hikes. And that day I was kind of upset with the world, so I was like, screw my camera, screw my phone, I'm not bringing anything out with me, I'm just going out into the woods for a hike, which was a bad mistake looking back. But I just wanted to get out there and kind of blow off some steam and go for a hike. And when I got to the top of the driveway, it's a big circle driveway, it's all surrounded by woods, 360. I was making my way back and I was walking quietly. Like, I would take a few steps, stop and look. That was just my routine to try to figure out what the heck was going on in the area, because I've been experiencing a lot of strange activity. So I did that, and when I was making my way back home, I wasn't paying attention and I stepped on a piece of gravel and it made a skidding sound, like, and then when I did that, I saw this jet black creature on all fours run through the forest like a chimpanzee.
All right, that's right.
So that caught my attention, and I was staring at the tree that it ran towards. It ran towards a big oak tree.
Was it silent? Like, was it silent when it was doing that, or could you hear the crunches on the leaves?
Just when he initially started moving, I heard something rustling in the leaves.
Okay.
But that was it. When he moved on all fours, it was pretty silent.
Wow.
He was moving like a ninja, essentially. But he went up to an oak tree. He moved from right to left. So he hides behind a tree just like this in slow motion. And I'm staring at that tree like, what the heck is that? What just hid behind the tree? And I'm staring for a few seconds thinking to myself, whatever that is, it's gone, it just hid, I'll never see it again. And as soon as I think that, he pops out.
How far was the distance between you guys, like the distance?
I would say anywhere from 20 to 30 yards.
Oh, pretty close, but he was kind of confused. You mentioned he was kind of confused as where your limb snap was coming from, right? Because he was looking around.
Yeah, so if I'm right here, he's like right over there.
Okay.
And he's looking that way. He's not looking towards me.
So he thought it was coming from there.
Yeah, and you can tell he was upset because he thought he heard something, but when he looked, he didn't see anything. So he kind of looked around, and then he settled back down. And you could tell it was another day in the woods. This is what he does. He watches humans, and life can get boring out in the woods because he's just like...
That's interesting.
And as he's staring off in the distance, I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at all the details. The creature has big, round, wide eyes.
By then, was his iris already small? Like the same exact look?
Yeah, it never changed. It just looked like two big white light bulbs.
Wow.
And they're really glossy looking. His face was completely covered with black fur. You couldn't see any skin. You could tell he had long, thin lips, canines that rested from the top lip
down
on the bottom lip. But they're dental white. You couldn't see a nose, but you could see the shape of it because the fur was covering it. But what got me was the conical shaped head, like above the brow ridge. It had a pronounced brow ridge, but again, the hair's covering it. Above the brow ridge, it was like either a foot or a foot and a half above that. So
that's
really
incredible.
Yeah, big conical shaped head.
Wow.
And to see the side profile of it just really caught my attention because it was so elongated. I've never heard of a Bigfoot having a head that long.
Yeah.
And he ended up panning from his left to right.
That's
and when he did, he saw me. His eyes bulged like that. And you could tell he got freaked out when he saw me, like, oh my God, it's a human. And then he went from that shock look to real serious. He goes, and then he shot down like that and disappeared.
You could tell he took a breath.
Yeah, he goes,
Wow.
and then shot down like that. But when he shot down, it was like behind the tree. Like there's some brush right here, so I could only see from the waist up. So like this.
Oh, this way. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
But when it went behind the tree, I was looking left and right, and he was gone. I never heard him run like shh. Or
Wow.
I never saw him again after he went behind the tree.
Wow.
It was almost like a
Incredible.
magic trick.
Yeah.
Like once he hid behind the tree, everything was silent.
Oh, right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember that brush that was next to the tree. When he did that, the brush was swaying back and forth. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Which
Like-
was really cool. But that was the moment that led up to it, was having a bad back. And what it told me was this guy was on post. He had been watching me for a while. This is routine for him. And God knows how many times he has seen me,
Seen you
because
walking.
I was out there
Yeah.
researching whatever was spying on me, because I'd heard whistles, I've seen orbs, I'd hear thump sounds in the woods, like it sounded like somebody picked up a big log and just dropped it on
Oh.
the ground.
Dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum. Okay.
I was telling myself it has to be like a buck that jumped up, but I never heard it run off.
Mm-hmm.
But that thumping sound is probably what I heard the most. I didn't really hear too many wood knocks out there. I'd hear them every now and then,
Okay.
but the most common thing was trees being pushed over, and the thumps. Boom. So I don't know if they were jumping out of the trees, landing on the ground,
Yeah.
ground stomping, because deer will do that when they get spooked,
Yeah.
or if they're ground slapping, boom, like gorillas will do that.
In terms like for that juvenile, like if you were to compare it to a human child, how old would you say he would be?
Like a 4 or 5 year old.
Wow, that
Yeah.
young.
So since I saw him in June, I theorize that he was born in the springtime.
Mm.
And then after doing the research, I always hear people say they're really aggressive in the fall for some reason, fall time.
Okay.
So maybe they're breeding in the fall, having their babies in the spring, because in June, like, he wasn't that big. You can tell he was just dropped. And I think as soon as these things are born, they don't need to be taken care of by their mother. They're fast, super agile. As soon as they drop out of the mama.
A lot of monkeys are like that too.
Mhm.
Humans are a little slower.
Mhm. I'm sure they'll latch on to their mom,
Yeah.
but if they need to run away, they can. I noticed that with like fawn deer, like the little baby deer.
Hmm.
I've snuck up on a few. They're so fast. They're
Really?
way faster than the adults. Yeah, they're like,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen anything that fast. Well, other than the
Survival
Sasquatch.
instincts
Yeah.
added to them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, like they have spots for a reason. Every animal, like a lot of animals, like baby pigs too. They're born with stripes and stuff. As they grow older, they change into adult form.
Mhm.
I think we are the only living creature on Earth that's like the baby is closest to the adult. Like we don't change much, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much. But animals always have a baby form
Mhm.
for camouflage, and then they grow up and they change to a different color, kind of like that.
His arms were kind of shaped like Mega Man.
Oh, smaller
Like
and bigger at the bottom.
forearms like really big.
Oh.
Yeah, and I remember the hair being a little bit longer right there too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'll
Yeah.
go back and draw part of that too. The arm.
I forgot to mention that detail
Yeah.
when we were in Tennessee.
So skinny here, a little bigger at the forearm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they got big forearms, which makes sense if they're
They do a lot of things.
tree
yeah.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
hmm
That's cool.
Hopefully we see one out here. That'd be cool if we all three see one and
Yeah.
we can all describe the same thing.
I know. I keep wanting to see that
And get it on
so
video.
badly. If you, the one you ever since you mentioned that, I was like, I got to see one of those.
When that tree got pushed over, I could see something, but I think the black was the tree.
The tree coming down.
Yeah, but if I look back in the video, what if we see like two big arms?
Oh, that'd be
awesome.
so freaky.
Like I said, that happened a lot when I had my Bigfoot encounters,
Uh-huh.
trees falling, and I could see them fall, but I never saw anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, mine's more towards the right side. You were over there, so I could only see the top part of the tree coming down.
This is why I think they push over trees. I was in the area where I saw the jet black one with the white stripes one day, and just like how that tree fell over yesterday, that happened at my place down by the creek bottom. Within 30 minutes, 3 of them fell. 0 wind, just like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like if 3 of them fell within 30 minutes out here, I don't think that'd be a coincidence. You know what I mean? That
A
many
little show of
trees.
aggression.
Yeah.
Right?
hmm
Yeah. Wow.
But I'd walk down there where the tree got pushed over.
Mhm.
I wouldn't see anything.
Yeah, nothing ran off too. We didn't hear anything, so it was, yeah, something happened.
Later on after that, I could hear something moving.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, but not when he pushed over the tree. It was like 20 minutes after that. I could hear something moving from left to right. So definitely, something was definitely down there. And we heard those powerful wood knocks.
Yeah. Really sharp ones.
Remember that one that we heard? It was a wood knock and then crack, crack. And that's it.
We were like,
yeah, and then 5 minutes later we were talking about it. Like, yeah, it one just wood knocked, and then the crack came back, and then the tree came down.
Yeah.
But the wood knocks before that, that's what really got me, because it was directly behind the cabin, and then it was right over there.
Yeah, the one I heard was down that way. Yep.
So it moved. I've never heard a tree like knock before it just falls. I know trees fall in the woods, but
yeah,
never hear like Louisville slugger hitting the tree, and
that's
then 5 minutes later the tree falling.
Yep, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny showed the photo of like that Sasquatch.
Oh,
you can see the
sketch.
silhouette. Yeah. So tell me about that story. What were you doing? What happened that day? Time of year? Whatever.
Okay, it was definitely cold out. I want to say around rifle season, November-ish. Me, Shelby, and Josh went in the woods looking for Bigfoot. We went down to this tire. You remember the tire? That's where we always sat and we'd listen. Dad had this bumper pull Catalina trailer that would sit in the back, and we all worked on campers at the time. And Dad had changed the floodlight bulb with a really bright LED bulb. It was way too bright for it. And we were sitting down there. We went lights out, and we seen a light down towards the Catfish Hole, which you know. The camper's upriver. We're at the tire, which is downriver, and we're seeing the light down at the Catfish Hole, Big Rocks. That's also downriver. So we're in the middle of this weird light and the camper, right? So we got lights out. I see this light, and you had to stand just right to see this light. Shelby had to stand in front of me. He's bobbing around trying to get a good vision, this line of sight, this light. He's like, okay, I see it. Josh does the same thing. You know, he's looking. He's like, oh yeah, I do see a light down there. I don't know if it was just a dust of dawn light on the other side of that field or what we was really looking at. It wasn't moving, but we were trying to get a look at this light. Our eyes had just got acclimated to the darkness. Shelby was holding his hand up, and he's looking back at the camper, and he's thinking, you know, how that's a bright light. What light is that on up there? I'm like, oh, that's Dad's floodlight on his camper, and he's holding his hand up, and you can see how lit up, like the beams of light are coming from up there at the house where the camper is, all the way down through the woods, lighting his hand up. And he's like, man, that sucker's bright. I can see all the creases in my hand. And about that time, Josh says, yeah, but what's that moving in front of it? And Shelby's hand went dark, like the shadow, like that, you know. So we all three, and we're looking at the camper up by the house with the LED light on, which is 100 to 150 yards-ish, if I'm guessing. You know what it's like. It kind of zigzags down through there, but we're looking back at this light, and this thing is standing in front of the light. And you couldn't see like eye details or anything like that. All you could see was the outside of it, just the head. What was supposed to be, I guess, shoulder muscles that come down to the shoulders, and you couldn't really see anything from like the belly button down. You couldn't really see any gap between the arms. You could just see it doing this in front of the light. I mean, it was bobbing up and down, left to right. It was so fast too. I mean, it was like freaking out. It was doing the same thing we were doing, trying to see that light. And I was thinking, that thing's doing the same thing that we were doing, trying to see that light. It's probably trying to see our lights. So we tried to go back to the house, and when we turned our lights on to go back that way, because this thing's in between us and the house, I'm guessing when we turned our lights on, that's when it took off. We never heard it leave. It never left a track. But when we went back towards the camper, we couldn't find any evidence that anything was ever there. But standing there up against the camper, if you slid your hand all the way up there, you could just barely touched the bottom of that floodlight. And this thing was standing in front of that light. There was a picnic table there, so if it was a person, they'd had to stand on top of the picnic table. But it doesn't explain the no neck. I mean, there was no neck at all. It just went down the head and straight to the shoulders. There was no neck. Either that or its head was, on its chest. It was a really freaky moment when we're all three looking at this thing like, what is that? I mean, we looked at it for probably 2 minutes. We had GoPro 7s on. You can't see nothing other than this little speck of light. You can kind of see it kind of flicker, but that's all you can really see. If we'd had cameras like you hooked us up with, these Panasonics, we'd have been able to zoom in on it. But that is the best sighting that I have to offer, that I have personally seen.
Sounds like you guys caught this creature off guard, and he didn't know that you guys were in the woods, and he was trying to sneak up on you guys like he had been, or like the Sasquatch had been since your mom was a little girl going to that cabin. And it was probably trying to peek on you guys and realize you guys were down there.
What got me is how brave it was standing right there in front of that light.
Mhm.
Like it's not obviously not afraid of the light if it's standing that close to it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Josh had never seen one until that night, and we didn't get him back out there with us for a while.
Oh, it freaked him out.
Yeah, because you go back in all of our old stuff, you'll see Josh in almost everything until then.
Yeah, I know exactly where that tire is. And do you think that's the same creature that placed that giant rock in the crotch of that tree?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
There's something about that one that it's like it's not. You get that it's not dangerous, but it could be dangerous if you cornered it. It's never felt like it's put us in a situation where we felt threatened for our lives. But it's a feeling when you see something like that you're like, no, I don't know. Fear is still there. No matter what it's doing, it's still there. The fear's still there. It wasn't like, oh wow, the great white buffalo. It was like, oh my God, this thing's in between us and the house. So it went from like we're out here to survival instinct kind of. Even though it wasn't doing anything to make us feel threatened. But the way it was moving, it was fast. I mean, if you think about a football player trying to dodge and catch a ball, that was like trying to do a juke. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, that's creepy, man. I saw Kenny's artwork of the creature, and it looks like a football player.
It's
Big
pretty
linebacker.
close.
Yeah, and I remember you describing that awkward movement back and forth. Either he was doing like a nervous movement or trying to get a good look at you guys. Probably both.
That's what I feel like. You know what it's like when you see a light through the trees and you have to kind of sway to get a look at it. That's my impression of what I got.
Yeah.
Like, it's looking for our lights. We were lights out. We had no lights on.
What did you think about that tree? The tree knocks yesterday and the tree being pushed over. What do you think it meant? And why do you think it got so close to the cabin?
I don't. You want to wait on that, or I could go. I'm not real sure what to think of that. I know that you told us when you got here you heard a loud wood knock, and that's expected when we first get here. We usually hear that wood knock, right? And we got set up. David come up here. We was all just sitting around talking stories. And in a second, the wind was blowing, so I hadn't turned my microphone on yet. But I heard the second wood knock, and you looked at me like, you recorded on? I'm like, no. And you're like, disappointment. So I get mine, put it out, and it happened again. And it was coming from the same area. I know when a tree come down, I think it's like a, hey, I am here kind of sense of, I wouldn't say aggression, but more of like, hey, notice me, I'm here. Yeah, I think it was some kind of act of, I'm here, like...
It was being territorial for sure.
In a way.
So let's discuss some of the theories and possibilities of why that creature did that. One, David was telling Kenny about his Bigfoot encounters and experiences here on the farm, and he was talking about the bull, that they killed one of his giant bulls, and then that's when we heard loud wood knock and then crack, crack, crack. So after that, we were standing around talking like, how crazy was that they were wood knocking, and then we heard the cracks. Like 5 minutes after that, we hear the crack, crack again, and then the huge tree come crashing down. So the Native Americans talk about, if you talk about cryptids, they will show up. Don't talk about Bigfoot, don't talk about little people. And in Christianity, they say if you talk about the paranormal, you could attract it. So there is that possibility. Another one is the cabin. David's been doing work with the skid steer down here. He put the new cabin up. He cut a bunch of wood. That's another reason. Also, he's been going through some health problems. That's another possibility. These predators are attracted to people with disabilities, illnesses, and even as far as like mental trauma, anxiety, things like that.
It's also spring, and it could be the time of year breeding.
Yeah, breeding season. We brought someone new. Kenny was here.
And fresh meat on the property.
Another theory that we came up with, I would say the last 5 to 8 trips that we've been here, we started gifting them. Every time we come here, we leave something, and before we leave, we'll put out food that's left over. So maybe he got excited. He's like, oh, these guys are back. Every time we've been coming here, they've been doing more and more. It's been active since 2025.
It does feel that way. Like it's like every time they go just a little bit more above and beyond. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, every time they give us more and more, which David said, I think they're starting to warm up to you guys. I told David, I think they're starting to get tired of us. Well, what do you think? It can go both ways.
Yeah, it could be both ways. I'm like, these guys again.
Oh, yeah. Pretty freaky stuff. We did hear vocalizations. It sounded like a big bull in the state park, which there's no cattle out there.
Nope.
There's some weird vocalizations. What else did we experience? A possible rock throw. We found tracks where the tree got pushed over. There's the shredded tree over there, which is pretty weird. And yeah, the tracks are exactly where we heard the wood knocks, which does indicate the Sasquatch communicating to one another, warning each other that there's people in the area, or showing aggression that they want us to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. We got a lot in one night.
We did. Oh yeah. And do you think you recorded the wood knocks and the trees cracking? I know I got the tree falling on film.
As long as it did not go in, we're obviously going to not have the first knock you heard when you were here alone, and the second, which was me being lazy and thinking about all the wind blowing. I was waiting for it to get dark. I should have hit record, but I definitely got all the other stuff right before the tree come down, so there's definitely some knocks on there. For sure, as long as the file don't get encrypted. You know how that goes sometimes.
Yeah. Blows my mind that we get more activity sitting around camp than we do when we go exploring miles in the woods, especially at nighttime. I talked to Jesse and Joe Doyle. They said, really, we get more activity walking around. It's like the opposite for us.
It seems like the closer you are to the coast, the more pressure you put on them, the more reaction you get. But here in the middle of America here, it seems like if you just sit around, their curiosity gets the best of them.
We got the corn-fed Sasquatch. We live in the corn belt. That's right.
I used to hate that, man, going to the camp out fires and just sitting there around the fire. Nothing would happen, and then when you go to lay down, something big would happen. Like, there's no way that just happened.
Okay, so last night we went to bed, and it took Kenny like 2 hours to finally go to bed. He was talking the entire time, and then I heard him walking. I was like, oh, something's coming out of the woods. It was Kenny, and I was laying there. I couldn't go to sleep because Kenny wouldn't be quiet.
Just covered in ticks,
Yeah.
picking them off. Like, I got another one.
Yeah, so eventually he went to bed. Everything got quiet. I was still awake, and Yowie was right next to me in his doggy bed, and I remember hearing something sniffing me, like right here. Like, I thought it was Yowie. It was pitch black in there. I thought Yowie was sniffing me out, which he does that a lot. And the next thing I know, that sniffing sound is going around my tent. And then I hear Yowie move. He's right next to me. At one point, he tried to jump out the door in the tent, but it's zipped shut. So he like lays down, and I can hear this thing circling my tent, sniffing, just really loud sniffs. It sounded like a canine. Earlier when we were in town, you said it could have been a black bear, and I agree, it very well could have been, and then it went right by your recorder. But it makes me wonder because it happened as soon as like Kenny settled down, went to bed, and I was falling asleep. It seems like whatever it was came out of the woods. I wonder if it was them, but at the same time it did sound canine-ish.
I definitely feel like it was probably them.
Yeah, those rocks are moved. See, we had like a perfect circle.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I don't think we did.
No, they wasn't done like that. They was a circle.
I know.
I seen your.
You see that rock pile up there? Yeah?
I'll have to leave first.
No, man. David's got a flat tire. So David's telling Kenny about some of the Bigfoot experiences that he's had out here. And I just got done telling the guys when I don't know if I told this on camera, but when I was unpacking all my stuff across the gate, I swear I heard a wood knock behind David's new cabin. I told the guys about that. So anyways, yeah, David's telling Kenny about his Bigfoot experiences. Boom. There was a loud wood knock. And I asked Adam, I was like, "You're recording, right?" He goes, because he had his audio recorder set up on a tripod. I was like, "You got that, right?" He said, "Nope." I said, "You record the whole time, you know." That's why I went up there and set up my audio. You see something? What'd you point? You pointed.
Oh, the recorder?
Okay, I thought Adam was seeing something. Yeah, I just got done looking around in the thermal. I didn't see anything. But yeah, here's my little setup, guys. Some turkey hunters out in the park. If it was up to me, I'd run them all out of here. No, not really. Happy to see people actually out there and enjoying nature. But yeah, got all my stuff. You guys know what I use. This thing broke, so if you guys want to buy this igloo cooler, these things broke. They won't come out anymore. This thing used to extend all the way. I needed to extend because it's got like a cooking board in there. This thing comes out and you can set it up on there. Now this thing won't extend.
Jim think is doing this.
What do you think it was, David?
Huh?
What do you think it was?
Well, it had to be them Sasquatch.
The wild man? The hairy man?
The hairy, well, I can't say the hairy man, but he comes up here every now and then with you.
He does.
Joe. Oh, yeah.
I've had him there in the house. But over the years, matter of fact, I made gun ranges down there in my fields. Yeah, they didn't last long. Cows knocked them down, rubbed on them. But anyway, I had everything marked out, and I was going to kill whatever that was. Kill them everything. It didn't happen.
No.
I finally made a deal with them, and it's been quiet ever since, pretty much. There ain't been nothing, none of my animals really, that I could tell.
Oh my
Almost like
God.
something was about to be pushed over.
Yeah.
That was a crazy wood knock. And like they were trying to crush that tree. Oh my God, I'm shaking a little bit. Yeah, always looking.
You know, that cabin's starting to sound pretty damn good.
Well, it's there for the
Oh,
staying. I just seen the tree.
holy.
See the tree? I seen the tree fall right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right down there by that little pond. Where that
Hang on, David.
mineral rock's at.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Thermal? Who's running thermal?
So that was a violent tree being pushed over.
Now,
You guys heard the knocks before that and the crack, crack, crack. A few minutes later, crack, 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 boom.
Yep.
Oh man. You guys sure you want to stay here tonight?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
They don't sound happy.
Adam's fun
That's a big male right there. I can hear it running down there.
Yeah, you can't get on my lap.
They're mad. Why are they pissed? What do we do?
We're talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling what's happening.
You know what the Native Americans said? If you talk about it, they'll show up. Isn't it true?
Look
Yeah.
how calm
Yeah.
the wind is too.
I'm not gonna lie, my blood went cold. My adrenaline is going crazy right now. And I think they're gonna follow you home.
Well, they know where I live.
Damn, that was crazy. I don't want to hit pause on the camera.
Yeah, you're still rolling?
Yeah. For sure, wood knocks though. Right, Kenny?
Yeah. Pretty sharp ones too.
Damn. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the back of my neck is sweating but freezing cold.
Like cold chill? Or, you know,
I
like,
don't know, like almost like if you got like in a fight or something. You know that feeling afterwards?
adrenaline.
Like drained. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, oh my god. Don't get too close to the wood line, Kenny. Did you see anything on thermal though?
I could see the tree. I think I could see the tree hit the ground.
Look at my mic.
Black part of the tree
Yeah, I saw it.
come up and then fall down.
I saw it. Don't react, guys. Don't react.
Here we are like,
I know.
wow!
That was crazy. Wow. Okay, so Kenny, do you think that was random or do you think that was Sasquatch?
I don't know, because it's very likely Sasquatch because of the. You heard it earlier, and I heard that sharp
Same spot.
smack. It sounded like a smack, a really sharp pitch too. Like yeah,
Yeah.
then that happened.
Yeah, and then it wood knocked, and I thought it was just the wood knock, and you hear, and then it stopped for a few minutes, and then same thing.
Yeah, I saw the whole tree come down. Man.
Yeah, that was crazy. What do you think about that?
It's awesome.
Bigfoot or random?
Did you hear that crack down?
You heard a knock earlier today. Then we all three heard the knock. I turned the audio recorder on just in case it would happen again. Then it happened a third time. And then the tree broke, come crashing down.
Huge tree.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm leaning like towards Bigfoot.
I'm gonna say Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot activity. But I appreciate.
Talking about it, and this is golden hour. This is when it happens.
Yeah, right at dusk. That's Bigfoot activity for sure. I'll say it. I'll go on record and say it.
I'll shut up about the stories.
No, keep talking.
No, you.
What are you doing?
They like it. They're like, tell more stories.
Evidently they don't.
No, they don't. They're like, that's not how it went. It went like this. They're like, don't drop the soap, David. All right, David gave us some glow sticks, and we're setting them up around the camp as a perimeter. I'm shaking. That scared the crap out of me. Okay, I heard. Yeah, like a vocalization.
Your big recorder's running.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? I put my recorder over there pointing that way. Stuff happens over here, so I pointed over there, now it's back over there.
But you got that tree?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got it on video too. Hell yeah. Adam, something serious is gonna happen. I'm worried about David.
We brought extra food.
Yeah, he's listening.
Sounded like a giant bull in the park though. Like when your bulls bellow, there ain't no cattle in the park.
No?
No.
Okay. Guess what?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a blue one.
Kenny, you came on the right day, man.
Yeah.
My goodness, we just had a lot of activity. Heard several wood knocks close to camp, right behind the new tiny home, and a big tree get pushed over. I think it's Bigfoot. Some of the other guys are on the fence. I think they're skeptical, but I've been around enough Bigfoot activity to where I know what's going on. Obviously, people that don't believe in Bigfoot are gonna say you're crazy, but we also heard vocalizations all around us. It sounded like a big bull, like bellowing, but in the park. There's no cattle in the park. We heard like what sounded like males and females. But yeah, definitely, if you don't believe in Bigfoot, don't take my word. This is me speaking from my own experiences, from my own knowledge, and yeah, I got a lot of experience with the Sasquatch, so that's what it is. But right now, I'm going into the deep woods, down into the killing field to set up my GoPro on night lapse mode to see if I can capture some of the orbs. And I'm actually walking through the area where we typically see the orbs and where we heard the big giant metal door slam last time. So I'm a little worried about walking through here at nighttime, but it has to be done. We got too caught up talking about Bigfoot earlier. It's actually kind of freaky walking through the woods right now, knowing that there was possibly a huge Sasquatch right next to camp. When I told David that I was coming down here to set up the camera, he looked a little worried, but I'll be all right. I heard something snap over here. Could be a deer. I'm just gonna tell myself it's a deer. Oh man, I'm walking through the killing field right at dusk. It's freaky. Definitely feel like I'm being watched from every direction. Okay. My biggest concern right now is not getting ran over by these cattle. They're definitely right over there. I just don't want to be trampled by the bull. If he sees me, he probably will come after me. So, just trying to be mindful of that. Oh man, I'm almost there. Just got about 90 yards to go. Alright, we're setting this thing up. Put it on time-lapse mode. Alright, we got night-lapse mode. Alright, GoPro secured. We made it down to the killing field. Let me know if you guys hear me.
Alright, we hear you loud and clear. Copy that.
Alright, there is something big down here, and it's not happy.
If he wants to drown, we will send him down. Be careful.
I think it's just deer taking off left and right. I'm not really sure. Alright, the GoPro has been deployed. We got it on night lapse mode, full quality. I'm aiming it towards the direction where I usually see the orbs and where we will be camping at. The GoPro will not be able to pick up any lights from where we are because we're way over the ridge, deep into the woods, but we'll see. I'm feeling off about this trip. Something doesn't feel right. After experiencing that activity, the wood knocks, the tree, giant tree being pushed over, the vocalizations, something serious is bound to happen tonight. I just told Adam, let's come up with a game plan. We know he was right down there. As soon as I pointed, I could hear something crashing and running through the woods. Did that just happen?
It just happened.
It seems like they react when we talk about them. And I thought about this too. Why the hell did I not bring tobacco to leave an offering? To leave a gift. I don't even want to say offering. It sounds like pagan stuff. I know it's Native American traditions, but for me, like, when I say offering, I don't know, it feels off a little bit.
That was weird.
Yeah, Big Bubba's down there. Alright, I'm gonna go down there.
Do you think the new cabin's got him?
Yeah. Something changed on the land. David put a tiny home up here, and it seems like they're just pissed off about it. They're not happy about it. I think psychologically they're raging right now. They're extremely territorial. Something is firing in their brain. They're adding more wood to the fire. I am going to walk down there. I want you guys to stay up here.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens. Alright, if you guys are in here, give me something. Can you guys make some noise? That was crazy. Oh my god, there are tracks back here. What? Hang on, let me show you guys. Oh my god. No way. Dude, we got tracks back here. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was trying to get the walkie off my belt. Is it okay if we walk down there?
I honestly don't want to walk back here because I don't want to potentially step on some tracks. I just kind of want to see what's around.
Be careful. You're not alone down there.
Dude, there's the track. You can't see it. There's a track right there. Oh my god, as soon as I quit, I just hit pause. That don't sound right. Hey, does that owl sound off to you?
That's way off. Hey, be careful, dude. You're not alone.
Dude, something does not sound right with that owl.
Yeah, I almost thought it was a hound dog. Like, woo!
Can you guys push over a tree? I swear every now and then I hear something running. Just something running. Oh my gosh. Can you guys throw something? Can you guys vocalize, communicate with me? So it looks like a foot. Dude, check this out. What do you think? You see that?
Yeah, it looks like a track.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Can you do the sideways light thing?
You can kind of see it now. I tried filming it earlier. I could not get a clear shot of it. Not in the
Shadow on her yet?
it's hard to tell. Yeah. I'm gonna move it around a little bit. But doesn't it look like a track? It doesn't look like shit on the camera. Look at that. Look like something stepped there. It's not like definite, but doesn't it kind of look like toes right there?
Track.
They kind of did dig in some stuff, yeah, at the top here.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Oh wow. I don't know what you guys just did, but it like showed up really clear. Oh my gosh. But this is like right where it would knocked. See the cabin right up there? Dude, this is like right where we're here and shit too.
What's the fallen tree back behind us?
I haven't found it yet. Okay. I'm too afraid to walk down there and accidentally step on this.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't think it's safe to track a Sasquatch, let alone a big male Sasquatch, at night. We're literally tracking a Sasquatch at night. This could be not a good idea.
This could end badly.
Oh, for sure.
Is that the tree?
No animal wants to be pursued. I think it was a bigger tree than this. Oh, this could be it. There was no wind either when that happened, huh?
No, not. It was so out of place, man.
And there was wood knocks like 5 minutes before that, the same exact spot, and the cracking sounds.
Yeah, so weird.
That was weird.
So weird, dude.
Oh, there's that one behind it.
It's that one.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was a dark one.
I know. It was a big dark tree. I don't know. This
Might be from the location where we're at. I feel like I saw that one
Mhm.
coming down. I don't know.
I think it was up there because I thought you were alone.
Me?
Yeah.
Alone?
Well, you were here up here by yourself for a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and I was
And
here.
then we come up and then you left and then you came back and that's when it all started.
And I'm a Bigfoot guy. When I heard that wood knock when I was up here by myself, I wrote it off. I was like, something fell over by the new tiny house. I know it wasn't my stuff. All my stuff was stable.
Same size.
Good find, Kenny. Okay, yeah, well, there's definitely tracks here.
What's that right there?
Is there another one?
What are those?
I don't know.
They're big. Those two indentions.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's get out of here. All right, so my thinking is I'll play an animal in distress call first, and then we'll do coyote location. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so. Something's gonna come in. Dude, that's weird that Yowie started howling like that to a rabbit in distress call.
I've never heard him do that.
I've never seen him do that. I've seen him howl to the coyote
What
calls.
is he doing? Is he playing two calls at the same time?
No.
That was weird.
Okay, we could potentially call in something we don't want by doing that. The coyotes don't typically just start vocalizing as soon as I do that. Like, it usually happens like 7 minutes after I do that, 30 minutes. Coyotes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So glad I got audio running. Definitely a delay time with the vocalizations. Like I said, it doesn't happen right away. So the rabbit in distress call, it could call in something huge. Alright, yeah, he's about to freak out. What is it? Something is about to happen. Alright, so we're going down the forest road, not Forest Service Road, but David's Trails, and we're heading to the boneyard where we've seen orbs, other people have seen orbs. We've heard vocalizations out that way tonight. It's like the same direction we heard those vocalizations, but yeah, we're gonna go down to the Killing Fields and then circle back up on a different trail. Armadillo. Alright, cool. We saw one critter tonight. Looks a little bit older, but kind of sticks out. If something does happen, guys, watch your footing. Like, don't shuffle around if they're vocalizing. Even like your fabric, it'll pick all that up. So if something happens, just be dead still, quiet. Did you guys hear that? Something vocalizing up there by camp. Something big crashed over there.
Let's measure how deep it is.
Yeah. That is not a tree that we're in the middle of the trail. There it is. Put it back. Dude, that was not here when I walked up earlier.
Yeah?
No, it wasn't. I walked up here earlier and set up my audio recorder. Dude, that wasn't there. In the middle of the trail. Dude, that wasn't there. I would have noticed that.
Like
I noticed
it's
this in the
put there for
dark.
you to find.
Yeah, I noticed this in the dark. You'd think I wouldn't notice it during the day. I'll even show you guys where my recorder's at to prove that I was up here. This too? What the hell?
Oh, that too?
Yeah, it's poked into the ground. Adam, touch that. See? The end is, yeah, see?
Wow. Didn't think it was good.
That wasn't there. What the heck? What about, no, that's a tree. That's an actual tree. Yeah, that's growing. Wow. The boneyard. Corn dogs? Man, it's hard to breathe up here. I know. You said all the crickets died?
Yeah,
That was silence.
there was crickets, and then just went, and I was like,
Yeah, and then I heard movement down there.
freaking quiet out of nowhere.
Good thing is my audio recorder's running. Earlier, I only got that tree getting pushed over, which was the best part, but do you think you got the knocks right before it? I know you didn't get the first knock.
Yeah, I got them.
Cool. That'll put together a better picture. This is the trees that they blocked off the trail with. Oh yeah. Damn, I got a major headache. This is the exact same spot that I had a headache before I saw the eyes last time.
You said you get a headache down here?
Yeah, I just got a major headache, and last time when I had my helmet on, this is where I had a headache, and then I went up that way, and that's where I seen the eyes. Alright, Kenny, you go walking up that way. We're going back to camp.
Okay.
Let us know what you find.
State park, you said?
Yeah, right there.
Huh.
This is the end of David's property.
Okay.
Well, our fire pit got messed with. The rocks were moved around.
Oh, it's a fire ring?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a perfect circle. But see, Adam? He's filming something. Did you get that on video? Is my light messing with it? I didn't film the tree break down there by the creek, but yeah, there's a new tree that fell over here. Fell uphill. Adam, are you tired?
Yeah.
I know. We gotta go uphill, buddy. Catch your breath.
We haven't stopped since Tennessee.
That's a track. That's gigantic.
15-footer.
Yeah. I don't remember that being there. It's a nice little arch there. Holy shit.
What you see?
You don't see those lights?
No. Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of me right now.
Yeah, look at my camera, Adam.
Can you see from here, Adam? Can you see it? From here.
That's what I'm talking about. Shine your light over there. Yeah. You can see him better with the...
Underneath that spruce.
Dude, you should not be able to see the sky from here.
Let's go get it.
Those could be orbs. Don't follow the orbs, is what they say.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go get them? Let's go.
Let's go and see it.
Dude, what the hell?
Did you see it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they disappeared.
Oh, I see both of them.
Yeah. You think it's a camp? Somebody camp? Oh, it is. Alright, we're gonna leave a chocolate almond crunch on this stump. Let's see if anything takes it. There you go. This is for you, big boy. we believe they pushed over that tree because we've been gifting every time we come out here, leaving them food, and that's the final conclusion. Or maybe the new tiny home ticked them off, something different. Or because David was talking about his Bigfoot encounters, because the Native Americans say don't talk about Bigfoot because Bigfoot will show up. That's most likely what happened in this situation. You think it was coyotes?
Yeah.
I think so too. You found a marble? No. I've never gifted marbles here. I've gifted stones, magnets, toys.
David found that.
What?
David had that blue.
He left it?
No, David had the brown one given to him.
What?
This is a blue one.
Dude, that looks new.
Mm-hmm. No one
Stop.
had marbles, right?
Yeah, stop, yeah. Oh my god. Hey. He's sniffing it out.
I bet you they put it on top of that camper that was there.
Who?
When that camper was there, I bet it was put up on there. When I moved it, it fell off there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where the hell would a marble come from?
That's the only thing I can think of. Why would it be just laying right there?
Good find, Kenny. You're on the board. Hell yeah. Gary? Let us know if Bigfoot shows up. And he's like, no. So it was whistles? Is that what you heard? Okay. I swear I heard a knock after the whistles. As soon as I busted out my camera, it stops. Kind of weird how that works. I'm hearing little snaps all around us. I'm afraid they'll go to sleep. They're gonna wait till our head hits that little pillow and then they're gonna come out. It's usually what they do. They wait till we're tired out. I hear that snapping behind you.
I don't like it.
Oh, over there too. Do you hear that, Kenny? Yeah, he likes you. He's like, I'm gonna guard at him.
Good.
That was the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Okay, so it sounded like whistles. We heard whistles. But that last one, what was that? Was that whistles or like, I don't know. Kenny described it like little kids laughing and playing. Oh my God, that was scary. You looked at me and said, have you ever heard that? I've never heard that in my life. What time is it? Timestamp 1:22 in the morning. Yeah. Dude, they're trying to lure Yowie. They're trying to lure him into the woods. I guarantee you. Dude, that's exactly what Dennis said he heard at Little Indian Creek. Just like that. And the dog went up the ridge and he was never seen again. Quigley. Yeah, he's like, don't say that. He's been like tucked up underneath you the entire time.
You're gonna sleep under the big guy.
We heard similar sound. It was over there, right?
Yeah.
And now it's over here, so it's like responding.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That one's really strange.
Yeah, it's not like it does it and then quits. It was doing it.
It did it down there and then it teleported way over there.
Yeah.
Didn't it seem like it teleported?
It does.
Just like in Minnesota,
It's like
the
right
dog
behind
whimpering,
me.
and then it's like way over there. The next time it does it, seconds apart. It's like, what?
I don't know. I just picture like a high-pitched hyena kind of sound there to it.
They want us to go to bed. I'm telling you guys, when we go to bed, things are gonna go down.
I would love for them to run through the camp.
As soon as I hit
Turn
recording,
your camera off.
I know. It sounded like it got thrown. Trees haven't even grown acorns yet.
No.
Kenny, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
As soon as I hit stop on my camera and put it down. See, they know, Kenny. They know when we're going to go to bed. They know when I put my camera down. They think it's funny. Hey, Knock it off. You're scaring my son. When we laugh and we're like playing, it's because we're scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we get goofy, and it's like I don't know how else to react.
We laugh in the face of death.
Yeah, we do. I almost felt like I'm screaming at them, like.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
I know. I think this would be a challenge. I've seen a Sasquatch do this on thermal when me and Joe were out in the woods. He was doing this.
What? Sasquatch was doing that?
Yeah, like a nervous, walking back and forth.
I'm singing or no?
Yeah. Just like
For how long did you see this?
for a while on thermal. It looked pretty good on thermal.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled the file off my laptop, it looked like shit.
Oh.
Yeah, for some reason, like when you look through the thermal, it looks pretty damn good. But then when you put it on your computer, it doesn't look so good. Have you noticed that, Adam?
Yeah.
On some clips?
Thermal always looks really good on the
Pulsar.
thermal.
You need to work on that. I hate that. All right, Adam's gonna challenge the Sasquatch. You sure you want to do that after they pushed over the tree? No. You sure? Why are we experiencing more sitting in our chairs not doing shit than walking around miles in the woods? Doesn't make sense.
I don't know why, but yes. It does seem to be the trend lately.
Yeah, just stay put.
It's kind of nice, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Do like a Morse code. Yeah, that's what I've heard the Sasquatch do. Yeah, like that. Alright, we're going to bed. We're going to see if something happens tonight. Holy shit, something was sniffing my tent. I thought that was you, Yowie. That was crazy. Alright, time for the morning Bigfoot report. Last night I went to bed, lay down in my tent. Kenny and Adam were talking for a long time, for like 2 or 3 hours. It took me a long time to actually go to sleep. Finally, when they settled down in the roof nest and everything got quiet, Yowie was like laying right next to me. His little bed is right next to me, and I could hear like sniffing right here in my ear. I thought it was Yowie. I was like, what the hell? Why is it? Because he does that. He'll get like put his nose up to me and start sniffing. And then I realized it was moving around the tent sniffing me, and Yowie was right there next to me. So I'm not sure what it was, but it sounded canine-ish, and it was moving around the tent, just sniffing away. Which I'm not sure how it did it, because it had its nose right up against my ear on the tent, and I got all my stuff next to my tent. So hopefully it was just like a coyote or something. I could hear it walking around, and it walked off this way. After that, I could hear critters moving around. I think this morning I heard coyotes, but yeah, nothing too significant. We woke up around 7:30. We made some breakfast. We're eating coffee, and today's plan is just to go into town, refuel, get the things that we need, and we're gonna get some casting material to cast those tracks. They're not like perfect tracks or anything, but they are impressions. I want to cast them because right there we had activity. Something was wood knocking multiple times. It did it throughout the day, and it pushed over that tree. But yeah, there's definitely an ominous feeling here, like we're being watched, and I don't know, there's definitely like an ancient feeling to the activity. I can't put my finger on it, but I definitely think it's Bigfoot. Kenny's on the fence. Adam thinks it's Bigfoot. David already knows what it is. David said it's because we were talking about Bigfoot. I think so. Could be because of the tiny home. Could be for many reasons. There's been a lot of logging done here. David got a new skid steer. He's been cleaning out the area, so who knows. Yeah, come here, come. All right, we're gonna try to put the Autel Alpha drone up in the air and see if it works. We don't have a launch pad, so we're gonna use a towel. That way we don't scratch up the lens, and everything is pristine with this drone. We gotta take care of it. All right, we got the drone set up. I just turned on the controller. There's nothing on the screen. Zoom works, wide angle works, and for some reason the map is saying lift slab MISR. That makes no sense.
Alright, so Kenny and I are walking down to where we found the tracks, and I want to find the actual tree that got pushed over.
Well, if he was here yesterday, he's probably around here somewhere. It seems to me like he's hanging down in that valley somewhere. I heard the footsteps going that way shortly after the tree got pushed over. So let's try to find the tree.
One that fresh green one.
You think so?
I think it's that one because that's the color I saw. I mean, that was
Mhm.
dark.
Well, we should find tracks around there or around this little watering hole. Wow, yeah. Wow. Yeah, this thing came crashing down. That was it. Yeah, because look, you can see this mark. It looks pretty fresh. Yeah, that's fresh. So if he pushed, he had to been on that back side of the tree for it to come down this way. Yeah, because we're up there at the cabin. We're standing right about there, and we saw it, yeah, right about here. Wow, there's a rock up here. Check this out. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, this is fresh. Check this out. Yeah, this just happened. Look at that, those marks. Dude, it looks like the bark's ripped off. Do you see that?
This one here?
No.
Oh, the one back there?
I've never seen anything like that on an oak tree. Lightning strike? I don't know. Why is it frayed out like that? I've never seen an oak like that.
What?
The tree's still alive. Let's say it got struck by lightning, maybe.
You think?
I don't know. But for it to be frayed out like that, that's weird. What if something ripped it like?
It's possible. Trying to get at the holes at the.
Well, how'd that piece get over there in front of it? You know what I mean? Like something was like shredding it. Did you ever see that video from Florida where that Bigfoot's just like ripping
stuff?
Yeah, the bark.
It seems like that. That's what I thought it was.
That one was in front. Like how do these pieces? This was over here, and look. How does this get in front? Like something was
just ripping and just throwing it everywhere.
How far away are the pieces? This one's in front, a few feet.
That's pretty high up too.
Yeah, peeled it like a banana if it was a squatch.
The little reddish, orangey thing.
Yeah, it looks like an orangutan. The color of it. I'm not saying it is. I don't know. That does look unusual though. Territory display. I wonder what this sounded like if it was Bigfoot. You definitely hear some cracking sounds.
Yeah, because if a lightning strikes it, it would crack and kind of like splinter. But this looks like intentionally stripped. As if you're peeling beef jerky, you know how you're just peeling it, right?
Exactly. I think the theory is right. So we were just walking away from the tree, all the way over here. Look at this. Look. There's another piece there.
Right?
Yeah, because how did that piece get in front of the tree?
It was like that and just like this.
No, there's no way.
Look, right here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dude, all the way back here. All right, how far are we now?
Really far.
Yeah. That's crazy. Imagine what they could do to you. They could tear your arms off. Like if you grabbed a grasshopper and pulled its arms off or its legs. There's definitely an ominous feeling like we're being watched in the woods. We found tracks just right there. We inspected the tree that fell over, and right behind the tree there's a big oak tree that seems to be shredded apart like a banana or beef jerky, as Kenny said. So now we're gonna inspect the pond, and I'm pretty sure, oh my gosh, look at that. Is that an axe? No, they're not touching. But from here I was like, what?
Oh.
Maybe they are touching, I don't know. Doesn't it look like an axe?
Yeah, perfect. Oh, right there, facing us.
Oh my gosh, it's facing the tree.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, so trail camera, pond, tree that fell. He might have something good on there. Did you hear a click?
Yeah. It literally was right pointing at
tree too. White enough.
And where are the tracks? Oh my gosh, right next to it. So there's the tracks right there, and there's the trail camera. That's the tree that fell over. And the one that's shredded is right there. Well, we might have something good on there. Nope. Take out this leaf. So there's the cast. We definitely didn't get enough in there. I don't know if you guys can see, it didn't fill up all the way up to the dirt. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trial and error, and we used up a lot of the plaster. Yeah, they only had one more left.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that would be the tree that fell. He made sure not to walk in front of the trail camera, but he just skirted right around it, coming up towards the cabin.
Walking out of them leaves, keep making noise.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. He snuck up here, did a wood knock, dipped out. And if he was over there when he pushed over that tree, it's just far enough to where we can't see.
Well,
I don't know, I noticed that last night. I didn't see a single deer. It's like they all disappeared. Normally I see them all through here. Have you haven't been seeing deer? Really? Wow.
4:22
Mm-hmm.
at 6:33 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The tree's down right there.
It'd be before that one. Oh, there's
See?
a tree up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 12th.
Yeah. So it didn't get anything. You think, no, the battery didn't run out because it's got us. stuck
It's
there.
still taking pictures.
And then it's down right there. What?
It never got one picture of that.
So that is we can confirm that's the tree though, because it was up.
Oh yeah.
And then it's down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. They jumped my fence,
Really?
and they were supposed to win, but I couldn't get them back in.
Oh boy. He didn't like that camera. He didn't like that camera. See, eyeball. They play like dogs.
Yeah. They get into stuff too, just like kids.
Feeding the rabbits.
Come on. Yeah.
I heard a weird sound. Thought it was you. Got our attentions. We're sitting here listening, and it sounded like a little dog down there.
No, we didn't do any calls. Really?
It sounded like a little dog. I was thinking, well, maybe he's got company.
No, we didn't do any calls or hear anything.
It did
so.
sound like a dog, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's no dogs down that way. Even Yowie was like looking at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear anything. Oh my gosh, you're redrawing the juvenile.
Yeah, to make it, but it kind of looked a little bit older now. I don't know. I want to talk to you about this later. The side profile of it.
Mm-hmm. More like a football cone shape at the top, like a point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you saw, man. Is it a Bigfoot?
It was
a newfound species.
Mm-hmm. A lot of brain there, man. Not much of a chin.
Oh yeah, you say it kind of became the chest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with all the Squatch that I've seen, it's kind of like the chin's connected to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell them.
SD card.
Oh no, bad news.
You're not gonna believe it.
Took one picture that day
Mm-hmm.
or night.
Oh.
It had been taking pictures every time. It took pictures of you guys going down there. There's pictures of the tree standing there.
Yeah, that's the good part.
Pictures.
Get.
Whenever you guys was down there, there's pictures of the trees down.
Mm-hmm.
And no pictures whatsoever of 21st. You know, but if somebody was telling you that happened,
I ain't gonna believe it.
you ain't gonna believe it, you know, until you see it.
Oh no, we got a 1.90.
Yeah, I've never seen it do that. When we were down in the Killing Fields, it was pretty low. In Minnesota.
Oh, dude, it's shutting down.
Yeah.
Current dose rate is 2.18 and rising.
Let me test my reader and see if it does the same thing. Let me get close to David. Well, we can test the accuracy of it. Oh my God, David.
What?
You're radioactive. Dude, that's scary.
So it wasn't just mine.
No, mine's doing it too. That's kind of, dude, that gets your heart pumping. So I stepped away from David. Let's go back and see if it goes off. And David, you have become our test monkey, our guinea pig.
But as long as I ain't got to do nothing.
David, you're radioactive. So I'm checking the trail camera up there on that ridge, see if there's anything strange. Definitely a lot of strange lights up there. I'm gonna leave some of that for the Sasquatch. Leave a little offering. It's the best I could find. Ask that you communicate with us, that you talk into the recorder, and that we are able to experience your presence. The offering has been initiated. We'll see. This is a test scientifically to see if the Native American offering really does work. I've tried it in the past and it seems to work. We did it in Minnesota and I did it where I had my Bigfoot encounters, and the activity was pretty intense. So they're really going to have to do something serious for me to really believe that it works. But I'm thinking it does. You forgot all about it. Do you remember the whistling last night?
Oh, yeah. We're whistling.
Yeah. How did we forget that?
We're desensitized. We're getting used to weird
I
stuff.
know.
I've heard, used to hearing a lot.
Yeah, I remember you saying that when you were with Liam.
Yeah.
You'd hear the whistles
Well,
and the whoops.
I'd hear it. The last time I heard it, it was in a real hard downpour. And then it got really cold that night. And it was down at my shop. And I thought somebody was down there stealing.
Oh, yeah. Like they're whistling to each other.
Yeah,
signaling?
because one was on one side of the creek and one was on the other side of the creek. They're just whistling back and forth.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we heard last night.
You know, and you could tell it was back and forth.
So we're going into the heart of the beast. We're going where no man's ever been before.
Oh, it's walking up, guys. I heard bipedal footsteps coming straight up from where that tree fell.
Oh, is it?
Just like that. You hear that snap behind you? Back that way.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Try not to look that way.
But isn't that crazy? As soon as I change the color of the fire, we start hearing footsteps. I think they would think that's cool. That's why I bought it. I didn't just buy it to change the color of the fire. I was like, the Sasquatch might be attracted to the different colors in the fire. It's so cool looking. How could you not? Alright, so I got the parabolic dish set up on the tree arm, the fourth arrow arm, basically. I got the Robert Kreider KXPD, I think is what it's called. I got the thermal mounted on there, and then I have my phone mounted on the tree arm.
Then when it came out, it looked like it was fluttering. like a butterfly, like kind of like moving up and down, and then it went behind where we put the blue silent stick there.
What color was it?
I saw a flash of red here, then it disappeared. Then I saw the white, the white over here.
I was gonna say red and white at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it went all the way back behind the trees.
So you saw it too, Adam?
No, it was the same light, but it was two colors at the same time. Kind of like your O-lights.
Well, yeah, I always describe the orbs like my lights. Alright, we're hearing all kinds of snapping sounds around us. We heard footsteps. They kind of sounded bipedal. Not really sure. Not really sure what the game plan is, honestly. We're just kind of playing sitting ducks and seeing what happens. We've discussed it earlier that it seems like when we walk around, less activity happens. When we sit in place, things start moving in. And I've talked about it before. These things want to be in charge. They want to make the first move. They don't like it when you're actively looking for them, at least in this research area. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I just broke off from the group and I'm literally standing in the spot where we usually see the orbs. And I just had a coyote come up on me. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I just had a coyote come up on me, but I had my red light on. After that coyote ran off, I saw something. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure really. It almost looked like it was an animal, but see-through. Definitely on all fours. What I mean by see-through, like the apparition of like a coyote. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know what it was. Ooh, it's spooky in here. Definitely all kinds of animals moving around me. That's unsettling because I can't see what they are or what they're up to. I'm not really sure. Probably more coyotes. What the hell was that? It sounds like a monster down here. Don't say anything back because it's gonna beep. Man, that whippoorwill scared the crap out of me. But yeah, I'm sitting down at the bottom of this fridge and I'm looking into the killing fields. I was hearing all kinds of noises, but for some reason when Adam threw the drone up, everything stopped. There was definitely like things moving around me. And as soon as the drone went up, everything stopped. And I was hearing some strange vocalization down here in the killing fields. It kind of sounded like a mountain lion, but that stopped too. There's an orb. There's an orb right there in that field. Oh my God. I did a whoop and an orb appeared. No way. Holy crap. Holy crap. I just did a whoop. I'm not even kidding. I just did a whoop and a light. Oh my God. An orb just appeared right in front of me. I did a whoop and an orb just appeared right in front of me. Oh my God. I can't believe I saw that orb. So I did a loud whoop that echoed through the killing field. And boom, an orb appeared right here in front of me. I'm just sitting here watching it. I was aiming my camera towards it, but I didn't see it on the viewfinder. I'm not sure if like a limb was blocking my view or if it was just too far off, but it was right there on the other side of the field. Okay, so what happened?
After you did the second whoop, we heard talking.
Two voices?
Two males talking. Couldn't make out what they were saying. In the same direction you heard it earlier.
Yeah, I heard two male voices talking right over there. Dude, those owls are going off. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was jibber.
And it happened after I did the second whoop. When I did the first whoop, that ball of light appeared. And I'm sitting there watching it for like 2 minutes. It was the same color like what you described, what you both saw. You guys saw like whitish red orb.
Very bright too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one I saw was like a disco ball almost. Because it was like white, red, and blue. But mainly white and red. And it kind of radiated like a blue on the outer edges. I don't know how to describe it. Alright, one of my subscribers got me these tuning forks, and I'm a little apprehensive about using them, but we're gonna give them a shot. We'll see if that does anything. How do you feel about that, Adam?
A little freaky.
Kenny?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Let's try.
Let's see what it sounds like.
All right.
Action.
Alright, we got this thing in here. It kind of looks like a hockey puck. Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he did not like that. And we'll just sit and wait and see if something happens. Or we could do the third eye. So I just used the solar plexus one. I hit it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But Yowie was pacing back and forth, and I aimed it towards him and he went the other way. Then he ran in my tent. And he was poking his head out. And then what did we hear?
Yo!
Some weird vocalization. That was crazy. Adam said that's what they were doing. They were using infrasound, some sort of frequency, because he's acting exactly like he did at the Berryman campground when I was out there when it was snowing. What was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were using some sort of frequency.
His stuff.
He does not like that. And the animal that vocalized, it's like it could hear this.
Yeah.
What did you hear, Adam? Oh, it's doing it. Hang on. What did that sound like?
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
Super loud though. You okay, Bubby?
Oh my god, sorry. We didn't mess with you, huh?
Yeah, so like the tuning fork is totally messing with Yowie.
I thought it was going in circles.
It's almost like he's disoriented.
Yeah.
I honestly can't believe it. The tuning forks seem to be working. We heard that one vocalization. Yowie's acting weird. We were hearing moving around us, and now we just heard those vocalizations out in the woods. That was crazy. I thought it was coyotes, but it wasn't.
No, it was like a cow, like the pitch and tone, but a sound that they don't make.
Yeah. Coyote level though, like when they all yip and call, it was like that loud, but its own vocalization. It was super unique. Look, he's still like not right. Alright, we're getting ready to go to bed. As soon as they got up in the roof nest, I could start hearing like things moving all around us. But yeah, he's definitely on high alert. And I heard what sounded like a drone off in the distance, and then Yowie was looking down that direction. Dude, what the hell? I'm in my tent and things are getting freaky. I was standing outside getting my things ready, and I heard what sounded like a wolf howl. I told the guys, hey, that sounded like Dogman. And they kind of freaked out, so I was like, no, it's alright, don't worry about it. But it definitely sounded like a wolf. Kind of like a low-toned wolf. Didn't sound like a coyote at all. But yeah, we was kind of freaking out. He's kind of cool now that we're in here, but yeah, he was freaking out. No. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. No. Just rest. If that thing comes in again, just play cool. Don't freak out, okay? He's freaking out.
Alright, we're breaking down camp. We heard some strange vocalizations last night. I saw that orb after I did the whoop down in the killing field. And some possible rock throwing that happened. I'm going to go pull up that cast. And hopefully it turns out pretty good. But yeah, the adventure will continue. I'm going to go home. I'm going to review all the audio from both of the recorders and even the parabolic dish. When we laid down last night, I heard what sounded like a wolf. Didn't sound like a coyote. I told the guys it's dog man, but I don't know. The parabolic was aiming in that direction and it was recording, so we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to help out the research, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate everyone who's helped. Thank you guys for all the help in this journey with the Amazon wish list, the PayPal donations, and I don't make a lot. There's been somebody complaining in the comments saying that I'm a grifter, whatever the heck that means, and I don't know, like, people want to help out, so nobody's asking you guys to, nobody's forcing you. I mention it because, like I say all the time, people ask for my address and they want to send me things. I don't want to give out my address, so that's a form right there of help that helps me protect myself, my privacy. Sorry guys, I don't mean to complain, but there's some dirty people in the comments. Yeah, nobody's asking you guys to help. I mention it, but you don't have to pay. Nobody's forcing you guys, so I appreciate the people that have helped, and you guys are amazing. Yeah, that's track number 2. Actually, track number 3.
What caught us about this was this part here. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That little gap there.
Yeah. Alright.
This is washed out or something, right? Did it rain a couple days before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had to have rained.
It looked a little bit washed out.
Kenny?
Oh, yeah.
Kenny. Oh boy, it's rocky as hell. It's gonna be hard to pull this thing out. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm gonna break this though. Well, if it breaks, it breaks. Kenny, how do you think I should pull this up?
I guess do a thorough loosening of all sides first. Hope for the best. Nice.
Not perfect.
Those are hard condition though. They're rocky ones. Those are the hardest to cast.
Yeah, no well. Alright, so I'm packing up, getting ready to leave, and I went and got all my stuff with the side-by-side. I picked up my audio recorder, a few GoPros, and another audio recorder, but I remember David said that there was a huge hole, kind of looked like a bear den. We were kind of wondering, maybe the Sasquatch were denning up in this hole during the winter time, so I want to check this out before I leave. I forgot to investigate it last time.
I don't know. Can the cows do that? Oh, dang. That is crazy. So, David found this hole in the creek bottom. It does look like a den. It looks like something's been laying up in here. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Weird. That wasn't there before. I would say something was hanging out in there. That's crazy. Yeah, this would keep it safe from like the wind, the rain, the snow, ice, tornadoes, whatever it may be. What a perfect spot. We always theorized that these things were traveling the creek bottoms. They'd poke up and watch David.